welcome back to my channel. So welcome back, and this video is gonna be about love and relationships and all that lovey-dovey things. Anyways, so basically I wanted to start a segment on my channel about advice. And like I just want to give like any type of advice or anything like that. So basically I'm gonna just like get questions off of Google that have to do with like the subject I want to discuss. And since it's February, we're gonna do a relationship advice segment. And I'm gonna get a name for the segment. I think I'm just gonna call it Queen for the Barb's advice, or Esmeralda's advice. Esmeralda's advice. We're gonna call it that. That was so extra and so loud to say, but like whatever. We're gonna call it Esmeralda's advice because I'm Esmeralda. I'm giving you advice. And some of the stuff, some of the questions and things that I picked, I might share like my personal experience if it applies to me. But if it doesn't, I'm just gonna give like a broad, advice. Oh my god. Anyways, so let's get started with the first question I got is I'm gonna just the questions are gonna come off of my computer and it's right here, so if I look here, don't mind me. I'm being way too extra right now. Okay, so first question, and totally I don't know who put this question or whatever. I'm just gonna read the question and we're just gonna talk about it. Like I'm just gonna talk about it. What do I do when the boy I like is one of my best friend's boyfriend? Okay, so what do you do when you like your friend's boyfriend? First I think you should, like, are you and your friend close? Like, is it like a close friend? Is it like I've had this girl or boy or whoever for whatever years, we literally like bathe together and stuff like that? If it's like, if you knew the friend for a long time and you had like so much experience, like lively experiences, like life changes and all that stuff with that best friend or friend, like I think you shouldn't, like you should just get that out of your head. Because if it's someone that you've known for so long, then it's so wrong to like someone that they're with. Because if you do that, then you're just gonna mess up your friendship. And honestly, friendship before relationship, honestly, like hands down on that. You never put your boyfriend, girlfriend in front of your friends, you know what I mean? Unless it's like a side friend, like, because there are friends that people have that is like you like this, like nothing comes between you two. Like I have friends like that, but then I have friends that I like, we're like this, you know what I mean? Like we're friends, but we ain't really friends. Like we're not close like that, you know what I mean? Like there's different type of levels of friendship. So if you're very close with this person, I think, in my opinion, you shouldn't have feelings for their man or girl, because that's just wrong. Like I know like there are situations that you can't help it, you can't stop yourself, it just happens, and you just like, it just happens without you even knowing it. So I think that you should just, if it's a friend like that, you shouldn't, don't even think about it. Like try and stop yourself. Like you could literally try not to hang around them a lot, especially when they're together and stuff like that. Like, or like, as for example, like don't follow their boyfriend, girlfriend on social media, because that might be like a temptation type of thing. And then you never know, one day you get drunk and you text messages to them, and then things get fucked up the next day. So don't ever, like, if you're friends like that, like, but if like you like someone and you like, oh, but they're dating that person, but you know that person, but you're not close to that person, I think it's okay. then, like, it's wrong to even like someone when they're in a relationship. Like, you shouldn't do that, because that's just, you're putting yourself in the middle of someone else's relationship, which is something that you shouldn't do. I think if someone has a boyfriend, I don't care if that's your best friend, your friend, your like a stranger, don't even try and put yourself in the middle of it, because it's just gonna make things worse, and you're the one that's gonna end up being hurt. Because if those people are together, they're together for a reason. You know, you're just another person trying to squeeze yourself in there. You know what I mean? But if their boyfriend or girlfriend like you, then it's a different story. Then, you know, the person that they're with doesn't matter. Then, like, there is, like, you know, this is just also messed up. Like, relationships, all this stuff is still messed up. We're gonna, next question. How important is it to say I love you? Okay. The words I love you are literally the strongest words you could say to someone. But I feel like nowadays people don't really take it seriously. But people like me who are old-fashioned and who believe in that stuff, and, you know, always, you know, like, I love you is something that you shouldn't go around saying. It's, like, so important. Because you can't just go around saying I love you to someone that you don't really love. Because, for example, if you're in a relationship for, let's say, 2 weeks or something like that, like, you can't go around saying you love each other. Because you don't really know each other. Like, you might have known each other for a while and then started dating. Or, like, you just met and then started dating, stuff like that. Like, you can't go around saying you love each other, because you don't love each other. You're just in love with the idea of love. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. So I love you is important. Like, seriously, guys, do not go around saying I love you to people you don't love, because you're gonna end up hurting people's hearts, people's feelings, all that. Like, you're gonna mess up someone's mind, because that word literally, when you say I love you to each other, and it's real and you legit, you feel it, that person is the only person that matters to you. Nothing else matters to you. Your best friend's your friend. Like, okay, I know I said friendship before, like, but there are situations that is reversed, where relationship before friendships and stuff like that. And the word I love you, it's like a, how do I say this? It's like it's like a stamp. Like, it's set. When you say I love you, there's no going back. Like, at least in my mind and in my, like, perspective, like, when you say I love you, you shouldn't, like, don't mess with that, because it's so hard falling out of love from someone. It's literally hard, trust me. Because people, like, they tell you I love you, and then couple weeks, couple months, whatever later, they dump you like it's nothing. And that's when that's when it messes with your mind, because you're like, okay, wait, you told me you love me. Like, how do you say you love me and then leave me? You know, like, something like that. Because if you love someone, mean it, own it, be serious about it, because those 3 words can literally fuck up a person's mind. So if you love someone, mean it. Don't say it because you want sex or whatever the hell you want out of it. Don't say it because of that. If you want sex from a girl, or if you want sex from a guy, whatever way it is, then say that you want sex. Maybe, you never know, that person could be cool with it, or they would be like, nah, fuck you. You know what I mean? But if you don't use that word I love you to get sex and all that shit, because I know people out here doing that shit. Stop that shit. Because it's not cool. It's not. Next question. Okay, this is like, how often should you see the person you're dating? Okay, listen to me. This is my opinion. So for me, if I was in a relationship or with someone, I would want to see you every motherfucking, I'm gonna try refrain from swearing, every day, because I'm clingy, you know. I'm clingy, so I would want to see you every day. But I think a more realistic thing was to see each other every other day, or like there's 7 days in the week, so probably like 5 days would be like reasonable to see your partner. Because I think in order for a relationship to work, there's like a lot of things have to go into it. But like, I think if you talk more face to face, you get to, like, you literally get to see how that person feel about what you guys are talking, instead of like talking through text. Because most of the times when you talk through text, that's where like arguments and all that stuff begins for no reason too. And I know most of the time it's the girls that are causing it. Other times it's you males too, don't even lie. But most of the time, I think if you see each other more, it's better that way. Because how do I put that? Like, I hate speaking English, but I can't speak any other language but English. If you see your partner more, I think that's better, because you get to show like how you feel about whatever you're talking. Like, you could be talking about some stupid thing, like, because if you text, say for example, what example do I use? Like when I text my ex, this is like my ex in general, not a specific ex, we would argue about, what would we argue about? Like, we would even argue about not seeing each other more and stuff like that. So if you, I think it's just better. You need to see your partner, you need to feel them, you need to touch them. Like me, I need to know you're there. You know? So I just think it's better to see just a significant other, because it's just better that way. There's less arguments. You don't argue about nothing because you're right there with each other. You spend more time together, and I feel like that's better for a relationship and more healthier, instead of just texting each other or FaceTiming or stuff. It's not, you're not there. The person's not there with you. It's through a freaking screen. So if the person's right there with you, I think you feel more confident in your relationship, because it's just better that way. I really don't have like a proper answer for this question, honestly, and I'm sorry. It's just better to do it face to face instead of through text. So you guys, that was the end of this video. I hope you like it, and I hope you guys, you know, learned something. And don't worry, I'll be doing more videos with different type of scenarios, and I'll try and put my personal life into it to see, like, so you guys can see what I've been through and whatever, just to get my point of view. Like, just understand that this was all just my point of view of things. Like, people have different opinions of stuff. And yeah, I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment anything, or any other questions that you want me to do on the next video, or anything, you know. So yeah, see you in the next video. Bye. And oh, before I forget, happy Valentine's Day. It is February after all. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.